Hi again, Andrew Shaw, Shotzi here. I'm doing another one of those follow-ups. Painting I'd started a few months ago and did a few installments. Decided to take it a step further. I first had to re-oil it, just using something called Liquid Original, put a thin layer, just to help the new paint sit better. I spent a lot of time working on the main figure. Just trying to fine-tune the shirt, bring in the whites, create more contrast between the lights and the darks. Whenever I see the white, including the other guy's hat and hair, I want to kind of really just bring more vibrancy to the painting and do a little bit of fine tuning. Overall, the shirt was a bit lighter. And I think it's that contrast between the light and dark that really stands out. And how white shirts, of course, reflect pretty well everything that's around them. While blue tends to be a good highlight color for white, or rather a good shadow color for white, because the shirt is outdoors and reflects the blue of the sky. Moving all around, this is my typical style. Don't want to get stuck in any one area. At least this exercise today is to the proof that there's no time limit on an oil painting. At any point in the future, you can come back and decide to work on something, to make changes, minor or major ones, just to bring it to a point where it feels a little more complete. I like my paintings usually a bit more sharper, a bit more detailed than I had left this one. And this is the 5th time I've worked on it. So, as I tell all my students, each subsequent half hour you spend, you're going to notice smaller and smaller changes as you move on. Decided to move to that car in the front. Once I was brightening up and sharpening up the man's shirt, to keep things sort of even, to just a little tightness in the car. Now adding some darks. Still trying to be spontaneous, not too careful. Trying to keep that looseness, and at the same time, make things just read a little more clearly. Fiddling around with his pants now. Of course, the leg that is forward and pointed up is going to catch more light, so it's lighter than the other leg with darker. Now, brightening up the background, the road, to just create more contrast, to help the figure stand out more, and to reflect the sunny day. The road was quite dark. Normally it would be a lot brighter when there was sun. And it just helps as negative space to help bring the figure more forward, and I think add to the overall vibrancy. Back now to the figure. Working now a bit more with flesh tone. So warmed things up. Whereas the shirt is quite cool. White and blue. Of course, the flesh now more pink. Just a warmer tone, especially the parts that are catching the sun. Working in small quarters, so I'm using quite a small brush to try to have more control over where the paint goes. Doing that fine tuning. Go there just to indicate the shape of the face more. Working on the hands. Give them a little more structure. Where's the shadow? Where's the bright? Where's the sun hitting? Where's the sun blocked? Back up to the face. Just finding where I can just make it a little tighter. Just touching up very minorly, putting in a couple of ears, making it a little more obvious, brightening up the warm part of his neck. All right, that's about it for this one. I'm going to do another installment to take it even further. Thank you for watching, and please keep your eye out for the next installment. Thanks so much.